Actions to be taken. As already mentioned, the Tribunal is acutely aware, both having regard to legal opinions and advice and from its own collective knowledge, of the jurisdictional hurdles that lie in the way of prosecuting crimes contrary to international law of genocide, crimes against humanity and torture. In relation to the crime of genocide, and notwithstanding the conclusion arrived at by the Tribunal, it is still open to the UN General Assembly to request from the International Court of Justice an advisory opinion on the very same issue of forced organ harvesting in the PRC and whether it constitutes genocide. There would be no need for the PRC to consent to such a request at the International Court of Justice. Resolutions calling for such action may be moved by or on behalf of one member state for consideration and, if sufficiently supported, adopted by the General Assembly. Action at an international level could also be founded on the basis of the responsibility to protect, known as R2P. That's a political commitment endorsed by all member states of the United Nations, including the PRC, in 2005 to prevent genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity. Respect for norms and principles of international law mandate national governments, regional and international communities to initiate action to intervene in such situations. However, intervention requires approval by the United Nations Security Council, of which the PRC is a member that can exercise a veto. It will also be open for the UN Human Rights Council to consider the matter based on a resolution proposed by one or more of its 47 member states. Subject to a majority voting in favor in the Council could create a mandate for a special rapporteur to investigate these allegations of forced organ harvesting of prisoners of conscience in the PRC and to report back to the Council whether the crimes of genocide, crimes against humanity and torture have indeed been committed. Despite the time this would inevitably take, this could be one course of action to be given some priority without limit to the importance of others. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention might also have a role if necessary. Cooperation could be established for an interview with a known arbitrarily detained person, but there is a risk in identifying too many international interventions that none will receive proper focus and all might then fail.